Picture this, 121,000 individuals taking to the streets, a sea of voices raised in unity. Yes, that's the magnitude of the May 1st demonstrations, a human tide, sweeping through the cities of France with a notable surge of 18,000 in the heart of Paris. It's an awe-inspiring sight, this vast assembly of individuals from all walks of life standing shoulder to shoulder, their voices harmonizing into a powerful chorus of dissent. Now imagine the determination etched on their faces, the resolve in their steps. This isn't a mere crowd, it's a collective force, a testament to the power of unity, of solidarity. It's a remarkable display of people power, of the indomitable spirit of the common man and woman, willing to brave the elements, the long hours, and the uncertainty for causes they hold dear. In the face of such massive public sentiment, one can't help but wonder, what's driving this fervor? Behind every massive demonstration, there's a compelling cause. For these protesters, it was fair wages and peace. On the 1st of May, 2024, 121,000 people took to the streets in France. Among them, 18,000 marched in Paris alone, their voices echoing through the City of Lights, demanding change. Their demands were diverse, yet united by a common thread, the desire for a better, fairer world. Chief among their concerns was the issue of wage increases. Labor unions, including the influential CGT, took the helm, advocating fiercely for their members and workers nationwide. But the demands didn't stop at the borders of France. The protesters were also calling for peace in Gaza, a region thousands of miles away, but close to their hearts. In an increasingly interconnected world, the struggles of one become the struggles of all. And finally, the demonstrators voiced their desire for a more protective Europe. In an era of global challenges and uncertainties, they sought reassurance that their continent would stand strong and protect its citizens. Among the sea of protesters, various labor unions stood out. They were the backbone of these demonstrations, advocating for these causes, amplifying the voices of the many and pushing for real, tangible change. But as we all know, where there's passion, there's also the potential for conflict. In the midst of peaceful advocacy, tensions brewed, leading to clashes between radical elements and law enforcement. As the Labor Day demonstrations unfolded across France, an undercurrent of conflict began to stir, particularly in the cities of Paris and Lyon. The air was thick with anticipation, a silent precursor to the impending storm. In the heart of Paris, 45 individuals found themselves on the wrong side of the law, their protests erupting into actions that led to their arrests. Meanwhile in Lyon, a similar narrative played out where confrontations between demonstrators and law enforcement reached a boiling point. These bouts of conflict did not come without a cost. Among the chaos, a dozen police officers in Paris bore the brunt of the violence, sustaining injuries in the line of duty. On the other side of the barricades, some protesters found themselves bearing the marks of police batons, a stark reminder of the day's events. Yet the atmosphere of conflict was not all-encompassing. Amidst the tension, there were also moments of unity and shared purpose, with diverse demands echoing through the streets. Calls for wage increases, peace in Gaza, and a more protective Europe coalesced, forming a powerful chorus of voices demanding change. But let's not forget, amidst the turmoil, humor still found a way. Picture this, amid the sea of protesters, a rally raccoon, much like the one that caused a stir at an Arkansas baseball game, making its way through the crowd, an unexpected mascot for the cause. Yet, amidst the chaos, the spirit of the demonstration remained unbroken. As the dust settles on the May 1st demonstrations, we're left to ponder on the impact of such a momentous event. In the wake of the Labor Day demonstrations, France has been left with a mixed bag of emotions. From exhilaration of the masses voicing their demands to the tension of clashes between protesters and law enforcement, the echoes of the day continue to reverberate. The Interior Ministry reported that more than 121,000 people participated in these demonstrations across the country, with 18,000 in Paris alone. However, the CGT, a prominent labor union, begs to differ, claiming that the nationwide participation was closer to 200,000. The disparity in numbers is as intriguing as the event itself, offering a hint of the complexities involved in such large-scale protests. The aftermath of this event has left the public and the government in a state of contemplation. The diverse demands ranging from wage increases to peace in Gaza, and a more protective Europe, have underscored the need for dialogue and negotiation. The government now faces the task of addressing these demands, while the public waits with bated breath. As we close this chapter on the May 1st demonstrations, France stands at a crossroads. The events of the day have indeed left a mark, but the question remains: will this mark lead to change? Only time will tell if the voices of 121,000 will echo through the halls of change.